In this video, you're gonna learn 3 simple swaps you can make with your diet in order to lose 15 pounds in less than 21 days without having to count calories. Very easy to do, and it's gonna bring down inflammation to help your body burn fat. How much fat? Rapid fat loss. It's important for you to understand before I give you these 3 exchanges why people are not getting the weight loss results they want. When it comes to health, if you wanna get well, you have to fix the cell. You have to get healthy at the cellular level. So I'm about to give you just a brief little science class right here, and it's gonna make a lot of sense. When I give you these exchanges, you're gonna know why I'm doing it. We're made up of 70 trillion cells. Every cell has around it something called a cell membrane, a lipid bilayer, which by the way, it's made up of protein, saturated fat, and cholesterol. That's why our body loves fat, loves the keto diet, the right fats, of course. In your cells, you have your DNA. These are the genes you were born with. You can't change your genes, but you have control over the expression of these genes. It's called epigenetics. You also have something in your cells called mitochondria. These are the energy power plants of your cell. They produce ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. It's the gasoline of the cell. It gives you life. We want a lot of cellular energy because that means you're going to burn fat, live a long life. Every cell has these, think of them as like cell phone antenna sites. They're cell receptor sites, but think of them as cell phone antenna signals. We're gonna relate this to fat burning. So your fat burning hormones, let's say thyroid, T3, let's put T for testosterone, and let's put HGH for human growth hormone. There's a few others, but we'll stick with that for right now. Your hormones, which are the language of the human body, they are sending signals to your cells in order for your cells to produce the job, to burn fat, to feel good. So it's sending the signals, and when the cell is working healthy, the cell receptor sites pick up the signals, and then it goes into the cell, and the cell does what it's designed to do, which is to burn fat, take food, use it for energy and fuel, produce energy, and then remove any toxins that are produced in the cell. Because your cells produce energy, just like I were to burn fire here, and it creates a little bit of some smoke, your cells do the same thing. So a healthy cell could remove that toxic smoke, and it's just a well-oiled machine. Here's why so many people are overweight or have symptoms. And the list of symptoms, I mean, go on and on, but first let's get to this real quick. When there is inflammation around your cells, so cellular inflammation, that's when dysfunction starts to occur. And when I say cellular inflammation, I am not talking about a sore shoulder or a sprained ankle or something like that. I'm talking about inflammation around your cells. When there's inflammation around your cells, your fat-burning hormones, they are still sending signals to your cells, but that message is not being heard because they're blocked because of the inflammation. They're blunted. And it's like you screaming at me. I have my fingers in my ears. I can't hear you. I'm just not getting the signal. And then these symptoms start to occur. So the one symptom I'm going to focus on in this video is weight gain. So weight gain, being overweight, is a symptom. It's not the problem. Counting calories is over here. Focusing on macros, exercising more, eating less, that's over here on the symptom side. But can you see that's far removed from the cause? The cause is inflammation. So nobody has a weight problem. When I was obese for most of my life, I did not have a weight problem. I had a weight symptom. Very important to understand. Symptom, cause. Effect, cause. Cause, effect. There's always an effect for every cause. You see, intellectuals want to solve problems. Geniuses like you and I, we want to prevent them. So when we get to the cause, the effect automatically takes care of itself. When you get healthy, a side effect is you lose the weight. So this video is designed, these 3 exchanges that I'm about to share with you are designed to bring down inflammation so you can lose weight effortlessly. This goes away rapidly, and you could lose 15 pounds in the next 21 days if you go all in with this. So you ready? Let's move on to the first exchange. The first exchange is to remove the wheat products, the grains, the cereal grains from your diet right now. Remove that and replace it with something that's going to be much better for your body. So here's what I want you to do. Do an audit on what you're eating right now. And if you're having any wheat products, it's important to get rid of them because wheat causes a lot of inflammation. It causes blood sugar spikes. And when you cause a spike in your blood sugar, insulin has to go with it. And when you call insulin, insulin is a fat storage hormone. It tells your body to store food. It is the bully on the block. When insulin is out, all the fat-burning hormones, they go bye-bye. So that's what wheat is doing to you. In fact, 2 slices of wheat bread has been shown to spike blood sugar as much as a 12-ounce can of soda. All right, so wheat is not healthy. Ezekiel bread might be a little bit better. These sprouted grain breads might be a little bit better, but I recommend you just not consume those as well, because that's still gonna spike blood sugar, at least for 21 days until you bring down inflammation and let your fat-burning hormones get into the cells. So we wanna remove all wheat products, millet, rice, oats, that includes oatmeal, barley, corn, and rye. If you are eating any of these for 21 days, say no, you're not entering my body. We want to instead replace them with these foods that are going to help your body keep insulin low, reduce inflammation, you're going to have better energy levels, and a side effect is you will lose the weight. Cauliflower rice is a great keto approved rice. Wild rice, so if you see the star, it means I want you to have this in limited amounts. Quinoa, if you could soak your quinoa and your rice, even better to break down some of the phytates, some of the anti-nutrients. Buckwheat, technically that doesn't have wheat gluten in it. Cabbage rice, squash rice. Let's move on to the second exchange you're gonna make here. This one is huge. It's probably the biggest one on this list. You've seen me, if you've seen my videos, talk about vegetable oils and how toxic they are to the body at a cellular level. I drew the cell, I drew the inflammation. Well, this causes the most amount of inflammation around your cells. So even if you're doing a keto diet, if it has vegetable oils, it's a dirty keto diet. And I'm gonna go over the list of vegetable oils to get rid of, but here's a study that showed 5 minutes of pleasure, meaning a plate of French fries that were fried in canola oil, and you ate it in about 5 minutes, resulted in 5 months of cellular inflammation, cellular dysfunction. Vegetable oils are bad news. So here are the top 6 I want you to avoid at all costs. Canola oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, grapeseed oil, and peanut oil. Toxic. Definitely do an audit on your groceries. If you're eating out, a lot of restaurants cook with it, so you gotta ask the waiter or waitress, what oil do you cook with? Maybe for these 21 days you eat at home and you make sure you know what's going into your body. If you want more information on how toxic vegetable oils are, AKA liquid death, read the book Deep Nutrition by Dr. 𝙎𝙬𝙎𝘽 Shanahan. She has amazing work out there, and she'll be on the Keto Camp podcast hopefully sometime soon. So let's remove those and let's switch it with these healthy oils. Extra virgin olive oil. This is my favorite overall oil, even to cook with, even for sauteing and dips and salad dressings. Extra virgin olive oil. But here's the deal. Most olive oil that you find at the grocery store is rancid. It's crap. Even before you even put it on your food, it's already gone rancid. And how do you know if it's good or bad? Here's an easy test for you to do. Take a tablespoon of the olive oil you have and just consume it. If it burns your tongue, makes your throat a little fuzzy, a little warm, then that means it's a good, rich, polyphenol-rich olive oil. But if it goes down smooth, chances are it's rancid, it's not one of the good brands, and most of the stuff out there, it's crap. So what I do is I recommend, I am part of the Fresh Pressed Olive Oil Club. If you want to get amazing, the world's best olive oil that are hand-picked from Chile and different parts of the world, get this club. You could get your first bottle and try it out for $1. Go to www.ketocampoliveoil.com to get your bottle. I love olive oil, so I definitely would include that into the mix. Coconut oil, unrefined organic coconut oil, awesome. Avocado oil, I love avocado oil. Grass-fed butter, grass-fed ghee. You could always use that to cook, put it in your coffee and your tea. I love it. Grass-fed butter, grass-fed ghee, and also MCT oil. That's great for your coffee and your tea as well. Just go, if you're gonna start with MCT oil, go very low and slow. If you do too much too soon, it'll send you to the bathroom with disaster pants. Third exchange, this one might be obvious, but there's some tricky sugars that you might think are healthy and they're actually causing inflammation around your cells. By the way, I'd much rather you have, if you're gonna take only one action from these exchanges, it's the vegetable oils, but if you do all 3, you're going to get the results you want. You wanna replace all these on the left with the items on the right. So raw sugar, yes, I don't care if it's raw cane or organic, it's still raising glucose, it's still creating inflammation, it's still causing you to gain weight. Processed sugar, obviously, evaporated cane juice, avoid it. Agave syrup, agave nectar, that stuff is still spiking glucose and insulin. That stuff is causing your liver to store fat and it's preventing you from getting the results you want. So avoid that. And then these are sugar substitutes that you commonly see in like diet sodas or sugar-free meals. sugar-free foods. Splenda and aspartame, avoid that. It's creating dysfunction in your gut. That actually could destroy up to 50% of your beneficial gut bacteria. Not good. Instead, let's add in these. I love pure stevia as an alternative, monk fruit as an alternative, chicory root, which Bulletproof, they put it in their bars, inulin. Just be cautious with this here. If you're consuming this and you have something called SIBO, small intestinal bacteria overgrowth, it could create a problem. So if you're starting to really bloat after taking any of these two, actually, you might want to switch it up with something else. Erythritol is a sugar alcohol. So these are fine. These are not good. And that's how you do it. You make these exchanges, your body's gonna bring down inflammation automatically. And you're gonna start noticing not just weight loss, because weight loss I don't think should be the main factor here. You're gonna notice better energy levels, better sleep, better skin, more confidence, your clothes are gonna fit better, you're gonna lose body fat, you're gonna lose inches, and yes, you'll lose weight. You'll lose up to 15 pounds in the next 21 days if you go all in with this. I challenge you, if you found this valuable and you're gonna do this 3 exchange diet for the next 21 days, take some photos, document it, and post with me after 21 days the results you got. I'd love to highlight you and share your victories and share your success. If you enjoyed today's video, watch the next video on the screen here about 6 ways to raise nitric oxide and repair your body by lowering inflammation. The average American consumes 300 to 400 grams of carbohydrates every day. That creates something called advanced glycation end products. And yes, the acronym for that is AGES, because it's going to age you faster.